see what I'm doing here. I'm knitting. So part of knitting is preparing the yarn sometimes for the project that you're going to work on. So that's what I'm doing right now. I am preparing the yarn for the project that I plan to work on. And also because, look, this yarn is from when I pulled something apart to start again. Everybody, come on. Come on in. Today is a holiday. Today is Veterans Day. Veterans Day. We may have some veterans on the feed. So this today is celebrating Veterans Day, celebrating all of our military, the hard work that you guys put in to keep us safe at home. You guys are out doing the work while we're all safe at home. Good morning. Good morning. Let me see if I can see who that is talking to me. Suli. Uh-oh. Turn the phone down, Kai. Turn it down. So this morning I saw a post on Bina's page, and I saved that post. Let me read it because that inspired today's talk. On Bina's page, she posted, "They're judging because you keep starting over. I'm clapping because you never gave up." Good morning, Elaine. I'm going to read that again. They're judging because you keep starting over, but I'm clapping because you never gave up. They're judging because you keep starting over, and I'm clapping because you never gave up. Good morning, Karen. And I read that this morning right after I had done a workout. And you guys know Suli and Bina and Pam and Deidre, and I think her name is Deidre, or maybe Dee Dee, and Liz, and all of them, Saidia, and they all have been getting together like clockwork and working it out every day during this coronavirus time, right? Every day they've been working out. And every now and again, I come to the workout. In the very beginning of coronavirus time, of this coronavirus punishment that we're all on, at the very beginning, I worked out every day. I got up, I worked out every day. And then I did a midday kind of workout, and I was on it. And then I stopped because my sleep schedule got all crazy. Everything got all crazy. So this week, I've been back on a mission to get to working out every day. And I have not committed myself yet to being there every single day. I have committed myself in December, by the end of December, to start being there every day, but I'm getting a jump start on it. And I've been there Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And I will not lie to you and tell you it's been easy, because it has not been easy. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. Oh, here it is. My glasses are always clean until I sit at the table, right? Okay, let me clean my camera. And you guys start looking blurry, and I'm like, I guess the glasses weren't clean. So I was working out this morning, and I'm telling you, it took everything in me to get up this morning. I'm waking up on time, and that used to be the reason why I couldn't get there, because I was not waking up on time. But I'm waking up at like 7 o'clock every morning now. I'm going to bed on time, and I'm waking up at back to closer to my regular time. So I couldn't justify not getting out of the bed this morning, except for my entire body was hurting. On top of having worked out Monday and Tuesday, it's raining outside. And you know, when it rains and you have you have issues. I'm gonna have to work that word out. I'm gonna work it out another day. Skeletal. Anyway, somebody spell it for me so I can read it. Y'all like, I can't spell. Shoot, girl, you tripping. I can't spell. Anyway, so Pam said that your body, good morning, Susanna. Pam said your body is hurting because you keep stopping and starting over again. You got to stick with it. You have to stick with it, right? If you keep stopping and starting over, then you're going to have that fresh start pain from working out. Now, in addition to the rain, my body is hurting because I've been working out and it's raining, and you all know the rain messes with my mood. So right after I see that post right after Pam tells me that, I see Bina's post. They're laughing or judging because you keep starting over, and I'm applauding or congratulating or whatever it said because you never quit. Now, with the fitness, I do keep starting over. I don't quit completely, but in terms of the intensity that's at that morning beast mode workout, I do keep starting over. But it got me to thinking about what Pam said, what Bina's post said, got me to thinking about how many times people have questioned what it is I'm doing. What are you doing now, Kai? What are you doing now, Kai? Have you found people questioning you? I mean, I'm all over the place, and my mother will tell you. She's even said it to me before. What now? What now? My boss looked at some of my knitting yesterday. He's like, "You knitting? When'd you learn to knit, Kai?" Well, pandemic. These are pandemic times. You learn to do lots of stuff. What other people don't always see is that you never stopped. You kept going. You might have switched your path. You might have switched your thought process, changed it up a little bit. You might have redirected yourself. No, thank you, sir. You might have redirected yourself, but you never stopped. You didn't stop and start over. You started and then started again and then started again and then started again. And eventually you'll stop starting again because you're going to be where you need to be and you're going to finish that. And guess what? If you're anything like me, when you finish that, guess what you're going to do? Anybody guess what's going to happen when you finish that which you set out to do? You're going to start again. You're not just going to sit there. You're never going to stop. And anybody who knows you will know that you didn't stop. It's so funny because I had 3 kids. I have 3 kids still. And somebody said to me when I was got pregnant with my 3rd child and had my 3rd child, somebody said, "You started all over." I'm like, I never stopped. I didn't start all over. I was never finished. You knew I had 2 kids. I always wanted another one. I was not finished with my 2. It's starting all over when you stop and in your mind you're finished. It's not starting all over when you pause for a moment to collect yourself, gather yourself together, and go back to it. Again, look, you know what, Suli, this yarn is from the hat that is for you. And you see all of this ball of yarn is from me stopping and starting and stopping and starting all over again. I have taken this hat apart at least 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And that's why I have a big ball of yarn separate from this one, because this is from taking the hat apart. Usually I get good at what I do and I am and in a good groove, and then I hurt myself. Story of my life. And then you have to start all over, right? But what about those times when you don't really ever stop? People will see me jumping from thing to thing to thing to thing. And I have 2 thoughts about this, and these thoughts are developing as I'm talking to you, right? So if it's all over the place, oh well, that's life.
What's she eating?
I don't know. Check and see. There are times when we're all over the place trying to figure out, trying everything.
Nugget, come here.
To see what we are most connected with, what we most enjoy.
Oh,
right?
It's a leaf.
Trying everything. And then there are times when we try this and that doesn't work, so we stop. And then we pick it back up again and we start all over. We put it down and we stop. We pick it back up again. The point I'm saying is stick with it. That's the point that Pam was saying. Stick with it, Kai. Work through the pain. That's the point of, to me, that's the point of Venus Post. Just because we all see on the outside what we think looks like you've stopped, you know whether you've just stepped back for a minute to regroup so that you can propel yourself forward back on track where you need to be or on a better track. My kids have said to me, Mom, you've had so many things. You've made t-shirts, you've made baby food, you do cupcakes, now what? Good morning, Jasmine. Now what? I don't know. And the day I stop coming up with something new to do is the day you guys should be worried about me. Because I will forever in my lifetime start and stop and start and start and start and start and start. I'm going to keep putting my hands in everything until I figure out the few things that my hand needs to stay in. I'm knitting right now. Am I going to be knitting for the next 20 years? I don't know, but I'm going to enjoy it right now. My niece Jasmine just invited me to join a co-op group for vanilla beans, and I'm a part of an extract making group on Facebook. So you best believe I'm getting ready to be making my own extracts, which I've always wanted to do because I don't like my cupcakes having other people's fillers and all kinds of stuff in it. I love to make my stuff absolutely natural. As close to natural as can be. And so therefore, I like the idea of making my own extracts and making my cupcakes from the extracts that I made. I will be making my own extracts. I will be growing my own food. I will be making knitting and sewing. Wait till I have space for my sewing machine again. Wait till I have space for my sewing machine. I will do that again too. And it's never when you see me and you think, oh, what is she doing now? It's not that I stopped doing something else most of the time. It's that I'm living. I'm living. I'm having fun. So now I see where I get it from. That must be Jasmine. Yeah, Jasmine, you know you my child birthed through somebody else's body. No need to worry. You are just like your mom. Like I tell my angels, the people on my weight loss thread, you have to step back and review what you're doing and see if it's working for you and adjust it as needed. Exactly. And it's not about stepping back. Isn't always that you stopped. Stepping back sometimes is just that you've taken a break to gather yourself. Maybe remember a while back we had a talk about whether it's okay to quit. And you and I, not you, Karen, but just you, Tea Time, and I disagreed because I was like, yes, it's fine to quit. Quit when you need to quit. But sometimes it's about taking a moment to regroup, not to give up. So when you come back to it, you know, Pam was not singling me out and saying, well, Kai, that's what you get because you haven't stuck with it. What I got from that is, Kai, stick with it longer this time and you're going to stop having that pain that you're having so much. I mean, you know, you're building muscles, so it's always going to hurt a little bit. But yes, your body is worn out because you haven't been working out like this in a while. So it's natural. Now, when you come back to it and you do it more regularly, even if today, trust me, I'm already on modified duty. I was on extra modified duty today because I was hurting. But guess what? I felt good after I worked out. Stop slurping on that stuff, boy. We can hear you. Stop that noise. He's eating edamame. He's going to get the seeds out. Good morning, Steve. Oh, I didn't see you join, Steve. Good morning. When something is the perfect fit, you will at least slow down until you enjoy the ride. Is that what you meant to say? Is that what how it should be said? The point is that you get to stop and start and stop and start and stop and start. What we think looks like stopping and starting isn't always stopping and starting. If you need a second to step back and regroup, don't worry about whether other people will think, oh, there's another thing she didn't stick to. There's another thing he didn't follow all the way through to the end. Take your moment to regroup. Don't give up. Don't give up on whatever goal it is that you have. Don't give up on whatever you were reaching for, whatever you were trying to accomplish. If it's a paper you have to write, if it's weight loss, if it's reorganizing your finances, whatever it is, don't give up on it. But don't wear yourself down worrying about whether other people think, other people are going to judge whether you stopped and started and stopped and started. And trust me that sometimes I do that, especially because my kids are always saying, well, mom, you had this and you had this and you had this. Well, yeah, so your mom is creative. Your mother has had fun and your mother has explored a lot of different things. And that's what I want you to do. Explore as much as you want to. Don't feel like I'm going to judge you because you stopped. So, and again, maybe you didn't stop. Maybe you just took a break, right? Maybe I need a break. And what you see is stopping isn't stopping. Okay, so what? I didn't get up for the 5 a.m. beast mode workout, but I did take a walk around the block. I did do some dancing around the house. I still did get exercise. And I haven't given up on the idea of getting up for the beast mode workout. That's the key. Don't give up. Even when you need to stop for a moment, don't give up. Don't let whatever it is that you're trying to do wear you down. This hat, guys, that I've been trying to make for Suli. Look, some people will say, Kai, you're very creative. But the reality is, I struggle with creativity sometimes, trying to make sure that what's in my mind comes out right. And 3 or 4 times already, how many other times I took it apart, what was in my mind didn't come out right. Sorry, guys, I'm burning up in this house. It is hot. It's humid. What was in my mind didn't come out right, and so therefore I took it apart and I have to start over. Now I could look at that hat, and yesterday I started to say, okay, this hat is nice. Okay, it's not going to be for Suli because I accidentally made it a little bit too small. Dang it, I got to start all over again because it's too small. And at first I was thinking, well, no, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish this hat and I'm going to, gift it or sell it to somebody who has a smaller head, like sell it to somebody's kid or something. And then I realized, okay, no, you set out with this project to be Suli's hat. Take it apart. That perfection stuff come from my mama and my daddy and my grandmama on my mama's side. I don't appreciate it, but I appreciate it. I guess the whole point of this is to do you. If you got to stop and start 50,000 times to get where you need to be. I mean, think about your weight loss journey. How many times have you been on a weight loss journey? Now, there are times when I'm like, just stop and stop. Like, just stop and stop. I know there's been times with my mom when my mom has been fighting, I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. Like, you've been wanting to lose weight. So just stop wanting to lose weight. Just be you. Be happy with who you are. Be satisfied. Stop trying and it will come. Just be satisfied. So there are those times. It's cold here in Cali. Actually, it's hella. What's look? That's so funny because we were talking. Look at me, Steve. I'm in spaghetti straps. Look, you talking about it's cold making me hot, man. It's humid and hot. I think it's supposed to be in the 70s again today here. But the thing is, I've got to, in the winter time, because we keep the heat on here. I know Steve took us to this other squirrel. It's winter time here and the air gets dry. Even though there's humidity, the air gets dry because you're blowing your heater. So I've got to figure out but when it's raining, it's humid. So I've got to figure out dehumidifier for when it's raining, but shut the dehumidifier out when the when the heater has to be on, because then the air is dry and it's too dry. And, I got to balance it, but it feels good right now. Story of my life, so many restarts. It's all part of it. We're not robots. Right. And the thing about it is, because there's been a lot of restarts in my life, even really, especially on my creative side, but even not on the creative side, just period. There's a whole lot of restarts. And I have had people criticize, judge, like Bina's posted. I've had people judge. What are you doing now? Well, I'm enjoying life. And whatever that means today doesn't mean it has to be the same thing that it meant 5 days ago or even 5 years ago. How I enjoy my life today is not how I enjoyed my life 10 years ago. Who wants to live that way? What am I doing now? 5, 6 months ago, I wasn't knitting. 2 years ago, a year ago, maybe, a year and a half ago. As a matter of fact, when someone was showing me how to knit, they were showing me how to knit on a loom. And I said I would never do the needles. I'm like, I'm never doing those needles. That looks like way too much work. And what am I doing now? I'm doing the needles more than I'm doing the loom. What we do today doesn't have to be the same thing we do 10 days from now, 20 days from now, 10 years from now. You have to allow yourself as many restarts, because the key is that you never give up. If you want to frame it as a stop and a start, fine. Stop and start 50,000 times. Just keep starting. Just keep starting. Start and start and start and start and start. You get the point. And start and start and start. Replying to Elaine, yeah, you say that in your book too. I set goals that are doable. Sometimes I get frustrated. It took me a while to realize I need to rethink what I was doing, and it's okay to change things up. Exactly. It is okay to stop, switch it up, and start again. Who pays people to be judgy? Right. Dang, they take that role so seriously, judging with their judgy self. Exactly. And then look, and they living in some super thin glass houses, right? Right. I mean, what have you done? So you've been stagnant all your life and you're questioning me because I keep stopping and restarting? Where's the adventure in your life? Most of the people who are judgy like that have such boring lives, if you ask me. Because the ones who don't have the boring lives are the ones who aren't jealous of you and all of your adventure. They're not judging you. They're like, girl, you always doing something. That's not judgment. That's more like, I want to be like you because you're always doing something. And as much as I'm always doing, I'm like, dang, I need to be like Suli. I don't know where the hell she get her energy from. I mean, Suli's younger than me, so maybe that's it. But I'm pretty sure when she gets to be my age, we'll never be the same age at the same time. Yeah, right. But when she gets to be my age, she's still going to have the same energy. Not exactly the same, but she's still going to be doing stuff. And I'm looking at her like, dang, I need to get there. I need to get my energy back. Girl, I'm getting ready to have I'm having Chelsea on here knitting. I really think, Tobias said it yesterday as we were talking about this love that I have for this dog. I really think that I have found a groove. As much as knitting can wear my hands out, but it's just like exercise, right? Now that I'm doing it more often, my hands are getting used to it. And so they're not getting so worn out anymore. I used to think that exercise was what I needed to be saying. Just go out and run. And I used to exercise 5 days a week, sometimes 6. I would be running. It was mostly cardio for me. I didn't do a lot of weight training. I did a lot of cardio. Do a tiny bit of weight training, but mostly cardio. And I used to say I need to run and sweat and run and sweat and run and sweat because it frees my mind. And what I've realized over the last 2 to 3 weeks, and it's not that the information isn't out there. You can Google it and the information is out there, and you can trust that somebody else realized what I'm realizing today, like 50,000 years ago. That's fine, but I just realized it now. That this knitting, that this dog, that sitting still, has allowed me a peace that has allowed my body to feel better, my mind to feel better, and my body to feel better. I've been saying I need to find a way to get some energy. And then we started talking about, fine, when you don't feel like doing anything, just do something. Do something anyway. And I've been following that for the past 2 weeks. When you don't feel like doing anything, do something. And now look at me, I'm waking up on time every morning. I'm awake at least 30 minutes to an hour before the beast mode workout. I have no excuse now. Excuse me. Replying to like amen and a few good women. Excuse me. I cried a lot when I first started crocheting. I stuck with it. Now when I get frustrated, I put that project away and start another one. That's why I have several projects going at once. Karen, were you here yesterday when I showed my multitude of projects or talked about the 4 projects that I have going? And yesterday, Etienne told me, he said, well, or maybe the day before, he was like, well, Mom, why don't you just finish the one? I can. Sometimes I need to put this one down, but I don't want to stop knitting. So I put one down and I pick up another one. And sometimes for me, I need to finish something. So if I have a project that's going to take a long time, like I'm working on a blanket for him, a full-size blanket, that's taking forever. And it's just taking forever, right? I need to put that full-size blanket project down because it's not finished, and I need to whip something out that I can be finished within a day or 2 or 5, right? I need to be finished with this. Okay, now I can go back to this taking forever project. But if I stay focused only on the taking forever project, I may stop knitting altogether because it's taking forever and I'm bored with it. Good morning, Charmin Turnage. Good morning. And you guys know, look, okay, I'm gonna give you one other thing. So today is stop and start and start and start and start and start and start. And I really try to stay on topic, but you know, I can't. So I want to report back that the woman that I stepped outside of my comfort zone and spoke to at the dog park, that I talked about that a couple days ago. I stepped out of my comfort zone. I invited myself into somebody's life. I asked for her phone number. We exchanged numbers. And do you know she tutors? She tutors math, science, writing. And I'm like, let's talk about that when we get together for these puppies. I've been looking for a tutor.
For me?
And she looks like us, y'all. This one, the one that tutors, looks like us. Yay. So I do that. I do that at work. When one work paper is driving me, right, I will stop and do an easier one or just change my focus. The person above doesn't agree with that method. You know what? The problem is that some people are more linear. I'm going to call it linear. It may not be the right description, but that's what I'm going to call it. They have to finish A, then go to B, then go to C, then go to D, then go to E. That's how they have to move. And then some people can have A, B, C, and D all going at the same time and hop from one to the next. I mean, it's not a matter of being distracted or having your too many fuels in the fire, too many coals in the fire, or whatever it's called. I think that some people cannot focus on or take care of a couple of different things at the same time. And some people don't understand the need to step away from this in order to do this so that you can come back and do this right. So, you know, my question for the people above who don't agree with your method is, am I not doing it right? Does my work not shine? Am I doing my job well? Because if I'm doing my job well, then let me do my job well the way I do my job well. Love you guys. Have to finish 2 projects. Okay, have a great day, Mom. I think you're saying you're leaving. I got a llama, a hat, a blanket, and a cat bed in the works. All of my yarn is in storage. What's a llama? You talking about you're making the actual animal, a llama? Maybe for one of the little babies in your life. Isn't it interesting that when you open up, everything that you're looking for, or even some of it, will come to you? When you open up, everything that you're looking for, or even some of it, will come to you, because now the door is open and it can get in when you're closed off. the universe can't send you what you need because the doors are locked. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I think you're replying to me opening up and stepping outside of my comfort zone and introducing myself to this woman and inviting myself into her world. Yeah. We close ourselves up. And I know I do it all the time. And sometimes we become stagnant because, yay! Sorry, let me finish my comment. Sometimes we become stagnant because we're so afraid to be called a quitter. We're so afraid of the judgment from having started and stopped and started and stopped that we just keep on going where we should have stopped, where we should have taken pause. If not stopped permanently, stopped temporarily. Don't let what other people's issues are affect how you guide yourself through this life in the best way that fits you. Start and stop and start and start and start and start. That's gonna be ringing in your head. Hey, come let the pup out. I gotta get the pup, and then I want to talk about that dwarf hamster, and then we're gonna be out of here. Hold on. I'm coming, Nuggelicious. Go. Okay, yay. Everybody, Suli is getting a dwarf hamster for Z's birthday. When is Z's birthday, Suli? The llama was a Stitch Along project. Oh, okay, good. When is Z's birthday? So, Suli, you should be fine. Call him Zulu. You know what? My grandmother's first name is Zudora. And when I have come let him in. When I get another dog, if it's a female, I'm going to call her Zudora. And we may call her Dora by either Zuzu or Dora as a nickname. But she's going to be Zudora. November 17th. Nice. He's going to be so happy with that hamster. We love our hamster, and he doesn't do much of anything. You just hold him, right? And once we finish building the project, building his home for him, he'll be even more fun to have in the house. But building his condo, all right, I'm gonna just have to take y'all with me. I have to go get the dog because the boy is in class. So he can't come out and get Nugget, and it's raining outside, or else I would just leave Nugget outside and let me finish my tea time. But it's raining, pouring down, so he doesn't want to stay in there. Okay, so anyway, that is so fantastic. I want to say that these pets in my life, these pets have given me life. Oh, you want to see Sir's home? Okay, let me see if I can figure that out, Suli. He's upper class hamster. All right, let me see if I can show you guys Sir's home. Let me see, because I'm on the computer right now. So remember, I'm a do-it-yourself. All right, bear with me. Let me see if I can see it. If I can show you. I'll see if it. Can you guys see that? So this is his home. It's a plastic bin, and it's got holes that we put all in the top of the lid, and then holes all around all sides of the lid. All sides of the container. And then inside of his home, okay, can you see? This is his home. Can you see it? Let's see. This is the house. Now this is an edible house. So once he finishes chewing on this and having his fun with that, then we'll replace this. And then he has his bridge. His food, of course, is here. And then he has his little spinny thing. He goes inside of this and runs around. Now, this is his temporary home. So his real home, all right, there we go. So his real home is going to be a piece of furniture that's repurposed into a cage. And the interesting thing is, Sir was that climbing the wall? No, that wasn't Sir. Okay, so you're gonna name your dog after your grandmother. You're gonna mess it up for grandchildren naming their kids. That's okay. I think none of the grandchildren are gonna name their kids Zudora. Maybe I'll just call him Z. Oh, that's gonna be Zaire. Anyway, guys, I'm so excited for Zaire Suli. I'm excited for him. He's gonna enjoy his little pet. That's gonna be the first pet he has, or at least it's gonna be the only pet he has right now. He was in there, Mom, but he is a nocturnal animal. He burrows underneath all of that stuff. So he was in his little house, but even if I picked up the house, he would have been burrowed down in the bedding. And he's nocturnal, so he's in there sleeping right now. No, man, come on. Okay, you guys, we're gonna have to say our goodbyes because these dang animals. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. This dog wants to go back outside. His problem is he doesn't want to stay out there in the rain, but he has to go, but he doesn't want to wait. We had a fish that kind of died. Oh, Suli killed the fish. I got it. Suli killed the fish, and now she's trying to replace the fish with a hamster. 2 times. Suli killed the fish 2 times. Now, what was for dinner that day, Suli? That's all I want to know. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful, glorious day. I am off of work today. I don't have to go to work because it is Veterans Day. So I'm celebrating. I will be knitting, organizing, relaxing, enjoying my day. Trying not to let this rain irritate the mess out of me. The rain in my moods. I'm going to be looking for a sunshine lamp. You guys have a wonderful day, wonderful day, wonderful day. These pets are fantastic for helping to, increase your endorphins, because I'm telling you, that's the only thing. All things are coming together. Phoenix was named after a sign on a building. Or what about the bird, the phoenix, right? Is that real, or is that just some Harry Potter stuff? Anyway, guys, I love you guys. Have a wonderful, glorious day. I will see you tomorrow at our regular time. Go out and be fabulous today. Enjoy yourselves. Remember or think about this. The coronavirus is on the rise. There is a surge in cases in California. This is what I heard this morning in California. There's a surge in cases in Maryland. People are not paying attention and are relaxing their guard against with regards to the social distancing, especially. Don't relax your guard. Our governor here in Maryland said you can, and I like what he said, you can catch the coronavirus. You can catch the coronavirus at a private gathering with your family, a birthday party with your family, the same that you can catch it at a bar or a restaurant. So don't think that since it's only 2 or 3 of us together right now, we're fine. I need you to be extra vigilant right now. There's a surge. It's not going away anytime soon. We here in Maryland have been put back down to phase 1 of recovery, which means lots of closures. Some things are still open, but I'm not going to go through all the details of what phase 1 looks like. But anyway, we're going backwards. We had gotten to phase 2, and now we're back at phase 1. So I want you guys, in Illinois, the numbers have gone up as well. So please, guys, be safe. Really think about what you're doing before you do it. If you're planning for something for Thanksgiving, try to plan it in a way that keeps everybody safe. What we're considering doing here is to have everybody do a coronavirus test at least 3 days before coming for Thanksgiving, and then self-quarantining until showing up for Thanksgiving. And then still we're going to have an outdoor Thanksgiving celebration. So with social distancing. Keep your guards up. Keep your guards up lest you get knocked out. Okay? Keep your guards up. Wash your hands. Wear your mask. Keep your distance. Keep your guard up. And if you know anybody that's letting their guards down, call them out. It's important. Call them out. It's for their safety and yours. Have a wonderful, glorious day, and I will see you here tomorrow.